Today we're taking a look at this 1995 Isuzu Bighorn. This is the diesel Bighorn and a 1995 model, so that means it is a post-refresh model. Still the same generation, but slightly restyled interior and slightly updated engine, or at least engine power. It's still the same 3.1 liter diesel 4-cylinder, intercooled with a functional hood scoop there. Yeah, everything looks pretty good on this one. It's a grade 4, auction grade 4, so it's pretty clean, only around 74,000 miles on it. It's been really well maintained. It was a one owner in Japan. The exterior looks really good. There's some modifications throughout that are a little dated, but still come in handy. There's a backup camera up there. You've got the ladder on the back. Roof rails if you want to put a roof rack up. This one is the SE trim, and the SE and handling by Lotus. So Isuzu and the French company Lotus did a lot of collaborations in this time period. You can see that in the Isuzu Gemini models as well. But yeah, this gets some Lotus badges throughout. Apparently the suspension was made in part with Lotus. So that's pretty cool to see. You also get a Momo steering wheel with the handling by Lotus badge there. So yeah, the interior is slightly different. Seats are still pretty much the same. I would say the front seats are more comfortable than the previous ones. Yeah, everything's just a little bit more ergonomic, a little bit more modern feeling. You can see the older ones had a square dash. This is kind of rounded out. Yeah, let's see. There's 118,000 kilometers. That's around 74,000 miles. In here you have a new display there, TOD, Torque on Demand. Instead of just a standard 4-high, they actually have a new sort of all-wheel drive in place of 4-high, so it'll just send power to the front wheels when it's really needed, when it detects some slipping up there. So it locks the center diff when it detects that that's needed and stuff like that. Pretty interesting, pretty handy here in the Pacific Northwest to have an all-wheel drive because there's a lot of rain up here, and so when you're driving in the rain, you can kind of pick and choose, have four-wheel drive on all the time and still be able to turn. So yeah, it starts right up. And so, through driving this one so far, I noticed there's better acceleration than the previous ones. It's a higher horsepower number, but a fairly similar torque number. So it still has a lot of the same gearing, and it still cruises about the same on the highway, which is a great cruising speed actually. You're right at around 2,500 RPM, up at 120 kilometers an hour. So US highways, that's about 75, 80 that you can cruise at comfortably. This one's an automatic transmission, and this one is a higher trim, so you get the power or heated seats here. You have power folding mirrors that work fine there. Pretty cool. You also get heated mirrors with that button there. The center console's a little different. Now you have cup holders where the ashtray would have been. You also have the storage box here that they changed a little bit. It's more solid. It doesn't break. The older ones, it would always be broken here. This piece would fall out. But yeah, healthy engine. Everything sounds good. And you can see if I put it in Torque on Demand, that is now on. It says auto for the center differential. So yeah, that works just fine. Also have this little gauge up here, shows you there's your compass, your barometer, temperature, and you can go through a few different modes on it. Altimeter, off, yeah. But yeah, this has been really well maintained. I'm glad to see it in such good condition. AC works, heat works, all of that is working perfectly. Go ahead and flip on all the lights. everything works fine. And taking a look at the back seat here, I've got a couple of instruction manuals we got from Japan for the center, the radio in the front. It also has a GPS that can come out. And then the rear seats are pretty cool on the Bighorns, so you can see them, I mean, they look pretty normal here. Oh, this one also has a power sunroof, a fairly large one there, that works. But the rear seats, you fold them down, you get this plastic platform here if you want to set things on top of it, you're storing items there. They also fold completely forward with a little latch down behind. That'll undo it, and then the seat goes all the way up like so. If you do that one as well, then you have this little storage compartment where you can store some secret items that you need to be transporting down there. So, pretty cool configuration there, opens up a lot of storage space, and then you can see how the third row folds up and out of the way. Got one seat down. Seats are pretty small as expected for a third row from this generation, but they get the job done. Then in the very back here you have kind of a barn door style two-door setup. You got a larger one there and a small guy on this side. So pretty big opening, easy to load stuff in and out of. That's a nice configuration there. Full-size spare on the back here as well. And finally, let's take a look under the engine bay. Gosh, this thing, the paint looks great on it. It's in really good shape. No major blemishes or anything. It's in this nice kind of light greenish blue color. So you can see how the hood scoop goes straight into that intercooler there. 3.1 liter turbo diesel. Turbo's right down there. Everything in here is in pretty good shape. It also has an added on kind of an oil catch can there that doesn't look like it's completely hooked up, but that is something that you can hook up to just in case if you want some crankcase pressure relief. But yeah, pretty nice configuration in here, easy to work on. These are very simple engines. And reliable. It is a timing belt engine, so that's probably your most major maintenance. You want to do the timing belt every 100,000 kilometers. This one's been done, so you don't need to worry about that for a while. But yeah, this thing is in great shape. So it's all listed on the website, 1995 Isuzu Bighorn. You can check it out at jdmcarandmotorcycle.com. Thank you for watching.